Hello, I'm Loretta McNally and welcome to Heeran's Home Team video blog. We're here to keep you informed with tips, education, and information about pertinent real estate matters. Today we're going to cover how to determine if you have too much or too little homeowners insurance. We are pleased to have Adrian Enzastiga with us today, who is with Robert Whitesel Insurance Agency, which is an American family insurance company. Adrian has also served our community as a family teacher at Boys Town, and he has worked with foster children as well. Adrian, thanks for coming. We really appreciate you joining us.
Thanks, Loretta, for having me.
We're going to move right to our first question for Adrian. How does an Omaha homeowner analyze their policy as they begin answering that question, do I have too much or too little homeowners insurance?
Well, the first part is coverage A, that's the dwelling coverage. You want to examine the dwelling coverage, make sure it's the appropriate amount for your dwelling, discuss with your agent what type of dwelling coverage you have and the amount. Coverage B is personal property coverage. That's generally a set amount or a percentage of the dwelling coverage. Talk to your agent, make sure you have enough personal property coverage to cover your belongings if there's any damages to your home. Coverage C is loss of use. Loss of use is the time that you are staying in another residence paid for by the insurance company while your home is being repaired or being rebuilt. This can either be a dollar amount or it can be a time period. For example, American Family's policy covers you for loss of use up to 1 year. Coverage D is personal liability. That would be damages to anyone on your property that you're liable for. You want to discuss with your agent, make sure you have appropriate liability coverage for your needs.
Great. And Adrian, that was great detailed information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question. What is the difference between considering insuring based on the purchase price versus replacement cost?
Well, you want to use both to kind of gauge the cost of the dwelling coverage. However, we use a software program to calculate replacement cost coverage. This calculates current building needs, and uses inflation and, as I mentioned, the cost of building needs to calculate what the cost to build the home at today's prices would be.
Okay, well, thank you. How should a homeowner determine what will work for them as an insurance deductible versus monthly premium cost?
Well, ultimately, the final decision is up to the customer. They want to have a conversation with their agent about the value of each deductible, and then ultimately they'd want to decide if they went with a $1,000 deductible or $2,500 deductible, do they have that extra $1,500 in savings if they're going to have to pay for damages, for example, to a new roof if there was a hailstorm. I mean, we are in Omaha. So, have a conversation with your agent and make that decision if the monthly savings or the annual savings on the insurance premium is worth the extra or extra difference.
Okay, thank you. How often should a homeowner review their homeowner's policy?
Well, ideally they'd want to review it every year, but I'd say at the minimum they'd want to review with their agent every 2 years. That way they can check the dwelling coverage, make sure the replacement cost is still something they're comfortable with.
Okay. One more question. When should a homeowner file a claim? Can an agent answer their questions and concerns?
Well, as usual, the customer has the final say on when they file a claim, but yes, they most definitely should speak with their agent to find out what filing a claim will do to affect their rates so they can make an educated decision based on their current situation.
Well, and our final question for today. Can an insurance agent help a homeowner find a good quality contractor to do a job?
Yes, as I mentioned, the final decision is obviously up to the customer which contractor they use, but an agent can help them locate a contractor in the area. You always want to use a local contractor. That way, if there's any damages in the future or any faulty work, you can get a hold of that contractor. And also, you want to make sure that the contractor has enough workers' compensation coverage, as well as liability coverage should something happen while they're working on your property.
That's a very good point. Thank you. Again, thank you, Adrian, for joining us today. We appreciate it very much.
Thanks, Loretta.
Please stay tuned for our upcoming video blogs. Future topics will include how to pick up foreclosure deals, radon, how does Omaha measure up with the rest of our country, and more. We will also have industrial specialists like Adrian here for our video blogs to give you first-hand knowledge about what is pertinent in their field. If you have friends or family who are looking to buy or sell real estate in the next 3 to 6 months, we would certainly appreciate your referrals. Take care and have a great week.
Thank you.